What is up? I'm Jason with Honest Finance, and today I want to talk about a question that I keep getting on the channel, and this is the question of, is it safe to invest in the stock market right now? And that's what we're going to be covering in this video. It's just really simple topic here. Is it safe to invest right now with the market as it stands? Because right now we don't know if it's going to go up or if it's going to go even down even further. So that is the point of this video. We're going to cover everything as quick as we can and then move on for you guys. So the answer to the question is that it's not a yes and it's not a no, because there's always going to be risk when it comes to investing in the stock market. You could put your money in today and you could lose all of it tomorrow, and that's always going to be there. There's always going to be that risk. But the thing is that they always say buy low, sell high, and right now it's obviously low. We just don't know if it's going to go even lower. And so that is just some of the risk that you're going to have to take. You're going to have to make that assessment to start investing right now in the stock market, or wait until it even goes lower. But you're never going to know that, and nobody knows that. But the one thing that we'll always have when it comes to the stock market is the history of the stock market, because we can always look back and we can check its track record. And so statistically, if you've got time, meaning you've got enough time to put your money in now and wait for a while until you take it out, statistically speaking, you are going to be making money in the stock market, because history shows us this. Now, we don't know what the future holds, but based on what the past has shown us for a really long time, is that you are going to be okay in the stock market, whether it's going low or it's going high, just as an average. So if you're only 20 years old and you start investing, you've got a lot more time than even someone that's 30, because you've got 10 more years of investing for your money to work for you. And that also includes all the downs, all the ups that can happen within that amount of time. So the more time you have, the better, and the younger you can start investing, the better it's going to work out for you statistically. And then also keep in mind that time can actually work against you if you don't have enough of it in the stock market. So for instance, if you're planning on retiring in about 6 months from now, and then the market crashed, that is not a good thing, because you are not going to have enough time to recover your money back to even where it was to begin with. So you're either going to have to leave it in longer and retire later, or you're just going to have to take a big hit and just deal with the consequences of having less money in your retirement. So just keep that in mind, that time is always what you're going to need to get your investments rolling and have them up to where you want them to be. And you always want to have enough of it. If you don't have enough of it, it can really hurt you. Because if you look back at the history of the S&P 500 index, which right now is the top 500 US companies, if you go all the way back to 1926 when it began, and you run all of the gains and the losses over all of the years that it's been running, you'll see that it's an average of a 10% return, and that includes all the highs, the lows, and the middle grounds. So just keep that in mind, that the average stock market return is 10%, and that does include dividends being reinvested, but 10% is what it's been holding ever since 1926. And what a lot of people don't realize is that if you average a 10% return, then you're actually going to double your money about every 7 years. And that is a big deal, especially when you have a lot of time on your hands, because you're talking 7 years is all it's going to take to double your money. And when you're at the end of your life, you're towards your retirement, doubling your money can be huge, because let's say that you had a retirement of $2 million. It could actually be $4 million if you just started 7 years earlier. So that's actually something that you should keep in mind as well. And also keep in mind that when it comes to investing in the stock market, there's always going to be risk, and there's no way around that. But there is one thing you can do to kind of spread out the risk, and that's called dollar cost averaging. And all this means is that you take your money and you put it into the stock market in little amounts. So if you have a 401k at work, you're actually doing that right now. You're putting in money every 2 weeks when you get paid, or every month, and that's actually averaging it. So if the market goes down, then you get to buy low. If it goes up, you get to buy high, but it kind of averages out over time. So for instance, if you had $10,000 right now to invest, one thing you could do is just split it up between 10 months. So you can just pick a special day every single month that's maybe down, and then just put $1,000 in, and then 10 months later, you've invested all your $10,000. Because if you just put $10,000 in tomorrow, that could be a problem, because if the market all of a sudden crashed, then your money is already held up, whereas you can dollar cost average and make it a little more spread out and make that risk more even. So is the stock market safe to invest in right now? Well, in my opinion, I think the answer is yes, as long as you have enough time to withstand any more lows that the market might encounter, because history does show us that over time it has averaged about 10%. Obviously, we don't know what the future is going to hold, but statistically, it does go up about 10% a year, and the goal here is to make money. And all of us want to be doing that. So if the market is only going lower, then that's just a problem for everybody, and that's not what everybody wants. They are trying to get it to go up over time. So just keep that in mind, and there is also risk when it comes to investing, but that's just how it's always going to be. So just look at history, make sure you have enough time, and you're going to be okay. Now, if you just found this channel, I'm Jason with Honest Finance, and I make a lot of videos on different topics that'll give your life and your finances more value. So definitely subscribe if you're into that type of content. Also, if you guys are looking to invest in the stock market, I've got a link down below for Webull, and they'll give you 2 free stocks just for investing $100 in your account. So go ahead and get your 2 free stocks there. But thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.